Hey everyone, I'm Ethan, and I'm recording this because I have to get this out. What happened to us last summer is burned into my brain, and I need you to hear it, to feel how real it was. My wife, Lauren, our kids, Mia and Noah, and I were on a cross-country road trip, just trying to make some memories. Driving through wide-open country, laughing, singing, planning our next stop. But then our SUV broke down in the middle of nowhere, Nebraska, and it turned into a nightmare that still wakes me up at night. I'm going to tell you everything, exactly how it happened, because it's the only way I can process it. We were on this endless stretch of highway, nothing but fields and sky for miles. The SUV started making this horrible grinding noise, and I knew we were in trouble. Lauren noticed it first, her voice sharp. "Ethan, that's not normal. Pull over now." I didn't want to stop in the middle of nowhere, but the engine light was glaring. So I pulled onto the shoulder, dust kicking up around us. Mia, our 10-year-old, leaned forward from the back seat, her voice small. "Dad, are we stuck out here?" I forced a grin, trying to keep things light. "Just a little car trouble, kiddo. We'll sort it out." Noah, our 6-year-old, was already restless, kicking my seat, whining. "This is so boring. Can we go now? I want to play my game." Lauren crossed her arms, her eyes scanning the empty road, and said, "Ethan, we've got no cell service. What's the plan?" I didn't have one, but I muttered, "We'll wait for someone to drive by. Someone's got to come along." We stood there under the blazing sun, me sweating through my shirt, Lauren pacing, the kids complaining. It felt like forever until I saw a pickup truck in the distance. I waved like crazy, and it slowed down. I thought, thank God we're saved. 2 guys got out. The taller one, in a faded baseball cap, gave a friendly nod and said, "Car trouble? Tough spot to be in out here." The other guy, shorter with a scruffy beard, added, "Let me take a look. I've fixed a few engines in my time." They said their names were Chris and Derek, and they seemed normal enough, like guys you'd meet at a hardware store. Chris asked, "Where you folks headed?" I told him we were driving to Colorado for a family vacation, and he smiled, saying, "That's great. Bet the kids are having a blast." Derek was under the hood, muttering about spark plugs or something, and I was just relieved someone knew what they were doing. Lauren stayed by the car, holding Noah's hand, and whispered to me, "Ethan, I don't like this. We don't know them." I brushed it off, saying, "They're just helping, Lauren. What else can we do?" Mia chimed in, "They seem nice, Mom. Maybe they can fix it." But Lauren's eyes were narrow, watching them closely. Derek stood up, wiping his hands on his jeans, and said, "Yeah, this ain't a quick fix. Looks like your alternator's shot. There's a garage about 20 miles up the road, but you'll need a tow." My heart sank. 20 miles? No cell service, no nothing. I said, "We can't call anyone out here. We're screwed." Chris clapped a hand on my shoulder, his grip a bit too firm, and said, "Don't worry, man. We can give you a lift to the garage. They've got a phone there, and you can get a tow sorted." Lauren's voice was sharp. "All of us? In that truck? It's too small." Chris shrugged, still smiling. "It's tight, but we could take one of the kids up front with us. The little guy looks like he'd have fun, right?" He nodded at Noah, who was kicking dirt, clueless. Noah's eyes lit up and he said, "Can I ride in the truck, Dad? Please?" Lauren snapped, "No, Ethan. We're not splitting up." I hesitated, feeling the pressure, and said, "Lauren, it's just a short ride. They're trying to help." She glared at me, her voice low. I don't trust them, Ethan. Something's not right. But Noah was bouncing, saying, It'll be cool, Mom. I want to go. Against that sinking feeling in my gut, I said, Okay, buddy, you can ride with him. But you stay close to Chris and Derek, got it? Lauren grabbed my arm, whispering, Ethan, don't do this, please. I ignored her, telling myself it was fine, just a quick trip. We followed their truck, but our SUV was struggling, coughing and sputtering. Lauren kept looking back, her voice shaking. They're going too fast, Ethan. Why are they speeding up? I gripped the wheel, trying to keep up, and said, I don't know. Maybe they're just in a hurry. Mia started crying. Dad, where's Noah? I can't see the truck. I tried to stay calm, saying, It's okay, Mia. They're just ahead. Then, out of nowhere, their truck veered off the highway onto a dirt road, disappearing into a field. Lauren screamed, Ethan, they're taking him. Follow them now. I yanked the wheel, the SUV bouncing over ruts. But the road ended at a rusted gate. No truck, no Noah, just empty fields. Lauren jumped out screaming, Noah! Noah, where are you? Mia was sobbing. Dad, they took him. They took Noah. I ran to the gate, looking for tracks, anything. But there was nothing. My voice broke. This isn't happening. They wouldn't just take him. Lauren turned on me, tears streaming. I told you, Ethan. I told you not to let him go. Why didn't you listen? I couldn't answer, my chest so tight I could barely breathe. I called 911, but the signal was terrible. It took forever to get through, and the dispatcher said, We'll send someone, but you're far out. Stay where you are. Lauren was pacing, muttering, This is my fault. I should have stopped it. I knew they were off. Mia clung to me, whispering, Is Noah scared, Dad? Is he okay? I hugged her, my voice shaking. We're going to find him, Mia. I promise. But I didn't believe it. Hours later, the cops arrived, searched the area, and found nothing. No truck, no Noah, no Chris or Derek. Lauren was falling apart, saying, They planned this, Ethan. They were waiting for someone like us. I snapped. How could they plan this? They just stopped to help. But deep down, I knew she was right. It felt too perfect, too calculated. Weeks dragged on in a cheap motel, waiting for any news. Lauren barely spoke, just stared out the window. Mia kept asking, When's Noah coming back? And I had no answers. I'd lie awake, hearing Noah's voice. Can I ride with him? Over and over. Then, one morning, the phone rang. The police. They'd found Noah. My heart stopped. Lauren grabbed the phone, her voice trembling. Is he okay? Where is he? The officer said, He's safe, ma'am. Found him in an abandoned farmhouse about 30 miles from where you were. He's shaken up but unharmed. We raced to the station, and there he was, sitting with a blanket, looking so small. Lauren sobbed, holding him, saying, Noah, oh my God, you're okay. Noah whispered, They said they were taking me somewhere fun. But it wasn't fun, Mom. The cops said they're still looking for Chris and Derek. But the farmhouse was empty, no trace of them. They vanished like ghosts. We're back home now. But I can't shake the fear. Those men are still out there. If you're on a lonely road and someone offers help, don't trust them. I learned that the hard way, and I almost lost everything.